EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Raiders, and it's coming up next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the Washington Commanders and the Las Vegas Raiders. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also... all their work has led to this moment. And away we go in Super Bowl 64. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise. When you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. It is caught left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this third down. Looking for a throw here. Got a man, Bowers has it. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came After a Sunday away, of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hoped that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Here he is on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take over as he records his 10th career INT. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 29. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice Nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Dumped off to his running back. Touchdown, Washington! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play action on 1st. Dump off caught by his back.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run here on 1st down. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. We've got a screen to the running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Looking to the air here. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Going option, headed left on this 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Hits him on the in route. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Back to throw on third down. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Back now, pressure on its way. He's got Thomas on a slant. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 20-zip lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders push their lead to 21-zip already. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Play action on first down. He's got a man left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This ball's cut by Bowers. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He's got Harris. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. 1 quarter down, a lot more ahead here in Super Bowl 64. 21-0 our score. More from Minneapolis right after this. Second quarter about set to begin. Welcome back, everybody, to Super Bowl 64. They have 3rd down and 8. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Commanders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Raiders get to it. And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown. The Raiders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. In this defense, they took advantage.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Another carry for him. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. 3rd and just 2 to go. They give it to him again. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. This time it's a passing play. Throw reeled in by Thomas. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Play made there by Clark Phillips. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Now looking to throw. Finding Thomas near the sideline.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Setting up a throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Receiver in motion, headed right. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 27. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. The running back gets it on the draw. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Throwing on 2nd and 13. Setting up the running back screen. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs.
And that's a Washington touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back-to-back carries here. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Searches from the pocket. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a fair catch made here at the 17. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's got to gain a 6 there. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion here. 2nd and 4. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. They'll run the draw. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Completed left-sided Thomas. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Commanders looking for a bigger lead before the break. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He's dropping back to throw. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And this close to their end zone, they have got to be careful, but still enough time that they could mount something of a drive here before the half. Completed to his running back.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Throwing from near his own goal line. He beams one deep right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch is made, a yard or 2 short of midfield. The Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. From midfield now. Caught quickly on the slant. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. Finds the in route complete. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Now, hang on. Looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. To throw it on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 29. Got a man. It's Thomas. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Bates' kick is up and good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to throw. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We've hit halftime in the biggest game of them all, Super Bowl 64. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Blackshear on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now a give running right. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete out to the right. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. Back to pass on 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll try and punch it in. Has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders have their offense back out there. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. A tight end in motion now. On first down, they'll run. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Dallas Turner picks it off. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. That outruns their offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. That's a 9-yard pickup, and it gives him a 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Simple dive up the middle. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Right up the gut. And he gets them down to the 42. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They're throwing it. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
You look to throw on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Pass play now. Hits him on the out route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
14-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's hit at the line of scrimmage. The run outside returns nothing. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Koo able to put it through. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Blackshear on the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Here's what I know. I know this one came from personal experience. After this one's over, QB, well, he's going to spend some time in that cold tub because he's been in so much time on the ground, taking a beating today. This offensive line, this offense has got to find a way to protect the passer.
They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Raider football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. McMillan hauls it in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
They'll throw it. Dump off caught by his back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Here's 2nd and 14. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning. like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another carry for him. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
They give it to him again. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Give him 3 on the play. It's going to be 5 to go on 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. Already has 1 in this game, this from 30. Bates' kick is up and good. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this one, well, I think we all know it's going to be a tough one to watch again on film, but a lot to be learned from this showing here, right? He's been intercepted 4 times, and it's been real tough to get a good read on what the coverage has been doing to stop him. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup, you got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Commanders take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game. It happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Now this offense getting set to work here. And like a swarm of hornets, the coverage has been everywhere this offense has tried to throw it. So many possessions lost to interceptions, as we're being reminded of right here.
Yeah, think about it from a pure mathematical perspective. That's as many as 24 to 20, even 32 points left on the table offensively. That's enough to win a brand new football game. Kept off the board by a secondary. You call them hornets, you call them dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I love it.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Back to throw now. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be their football. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back-to-back carries here. Runs inside the 35. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. This time it's a passing play. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. All right, set now. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. And he'll maybe get 2 out of that. And that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Commanders throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders continue adding on to that lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Commanders get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
The visitors and Brian Thomas Jr. readying for another drive on offense. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Here's the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Handoff to the back. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And the nation's capital has a reason to celebrate tonight. The Washington Commanders are Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Goodell all ready to hand over that Lombardi trophy to the Washington Commanders, champions of Super Bowl 64. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch you all again next season. Until then, good night everybody from the Super Bowl.